All right, this is a video that you don't want to hear. This is a video I don't want to make, but let's just be honest. If we have this conversation, it could save your life. And let's just get really practical. Everything you've worked your ass for. So literally this video could save your ass. If, here's a caveat, if you listen to it with an open heart. So listen, I'm on your side. I'm not against you. You're loved. You're safe here. So whatever ego you have, let's just put that at the door because I really want you to hear this video. Now, listen, I'm going to share with you at the very end. You want to stay to the very end because at the very end, I'm going to share with you the one thing that men said to me over and over. Damn, Arica, if I had known this, I would not be in this mess. My wife would not be leaving me. My girlfriend would not be breaking up with me. She would not be walking out the door. And I'm going to share with you what that one thing is. And it's something that you can so easily do. So listen, if you're the guy and you're like, listen, I just like to figure out things on my own. The two things I would recommend to you is my Boundaries Bible and my Compliments Bible. This is going to help you avoid her leaving you. Get both of those on my website. You can even get them in the description below. But if you're that person and you're like, no, Arica, situation is too extreme right now. We don't have time for a Boundaries Bible and I don't have time for the Compliments Bible. It's Mayday, Mayday, Mayday. Arica, I need you, or it's just really serious for me and I think I might lose her. I need your help. Talk to me about coaching. You can fill out an application. There are also links on my website for coaching, but I'm there to support you. Okay, so I've been giving dating or relationship advice for 1.5 decades. And just a quick thing, I forget saying this, but make sure that you subscribe to my channel. It helps my channel out, but also comment in the comment section, even if it's just an emoji and you don't want to say anything, and like the video. The more that you do this, it helps my channel grow and it helps others find my work. So help me help you. Thanks. And the first thing that I'm going to tell you is this, and this is the hugest, that's not even a word, but the biggest mistake, the most huge mistake that men make. It's a dumb mistake, but damn, how many clients have I had? How many men have come to me for coaching and they've all said this one thing? You know, she kept talking about that there was a problem. If I had $1 for every time I heard this, she kept talking about there was a problem, but I didn't think it was that serious. See, when a woman tells you there's a problem, she ain't playing with you. This is not a damn game. If she keeps coming to you consistently over a problem, she is not playing with you. She is not just stirring up drama. Trust me, if she's having the guts to come and talk to you about it, that means that conversation she has had 100 times, she just hasn't had it with you. She's had it in her head. Chances are she's had it with her girlfriends. So when it finally gets to your ears, guess what, homie? She's serious. Pay attention. Check your ego at the door because everything you worked for could be going out that door with her, or at least half of it. So here's the thing. When a woman comes to you and she says there's a problem in our relationship, there's a problem in our marriage, do not freaking la-da-da-da-da. I don't want to hear it. I want to throw myself in work because that's what I'm good at. That is the stupidest thing you can do. And I'm going to tell you why it's stupid. Because right now we have so many solutions and we have so many options. There are so many things online that you can find, which is why we're here. There are resources available to change your life, but you have to pull your head out of your ass and not be afraid to address it. So when she says there's a problem, guess what? That is when you pick up the phone. That is when you email me and say, Arica, we need to message. But what many men have done is I have had clients come to me and there are divorce papers already going. And I always ask, babe, I say it in the most tender way because listen, when someone's coming to me for coaching, they're like not in a good spot to hear it this hard. So I say it like this: babe, why didn't you call me sooner? Why are we just now talking about this? And every time, every man will say this to me: because I didn't think she was serious. I didn't think it was that big of a problem. And here's the other thing that men think. I just thought, listen to these words, pay attention, is this you? I just thought it would work itself out. No. Do you handle your business that way? Do you handle your job that way? When there's a challenge that comes, do you go, oh, I'm not going to do anything about it. I'm just going to ignore it. I'm going to do what I'm good at, working on other things, and it's just going to work itself out. No, when she comes to you, let me tell you, that problem is not going to work itself out. And you can take her to dinners and you can buy her clothes and whatever things that you normally do to pacify her. But at the end, it's like a cancer eating away at your relationship. So listen, when she says there's a problem, believe her. Here's the second thing that men do. And I can't believe I'm even doing it this style because I swore to myself I would not do any more YouTubes with like, one, you do this, two, you do that. Anyways, the second thing is this. And this goes for even single men. Single men make this mistake. A lot of men make this mistake because here's the reality. We don't do certain things because we feel incapable. It's really that simple. But when we feel incapable, we feel super powerless. We don't feel strong. And how many of us want to go through life feeling weak? Not me, hands down. None of us do, okay? So the thing that men do, the biggest mistake, the second one I would say is this, is not willing to have the hard conversations. You got to have the hard conversations. If there's an elephant in the middle of the room, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. How do you handle your situation, my darling? One conversation at a time. But not having hard conversations is you sabotaging you. You are killing your relationship. No, I'm giving you full responsibility on this. You are killing your relationships by not having hard conversations. Listen, this is why I've gone on and on for years about becoming an emotional warrior. And I've had guys comment, I don't want to be an emotional warrior. That's for women. Okay, whiny pants. Get out of here with your victim mentality. Emotional warriors, that means you have the fortitude to sit through emotional conversations to find a solution. Now, I'm not talking about you guys just bitching and moaning at each other. That's not productive. That's not conducive. I'm talking about having heart-to-heart, listen to what I'm saying, having heart-to-heart conversations about what the real problem is. When you, here's your sentence right here, write it down. When you do this, I feel this. What I would like to have happen is this, so that I can feel this. Same thing. You don't want her coming to you just presenting problems without solutions. It's the same damn thing. But you're going to have to be an emotional warrior and forget everything that your dad and society has told you and actually communicate how you feel about things. Listen, when you roll your eyes at me and do the opposite of what I've asked for, I feel really disrespected as a man. I don't feel like I want to show up as the powerful man that you desire me to be. I feel like you're cutting my balls off. And you know what? It hurts. It feels really disrespectful. These are the kind of conversations you've got to be having. Otherwise, the consequence is she'll have an affair on you. I promise you. How many men have come to me because their wives are having an affair? How many women have left men and had affairs and still left the guy? Didn't feel like, yeah, I'm sorry I cheated on you, but I'm still walking out the door. And then what happens? You have to start dividing assets for the rest of your life. If you have children, you still have to do life with this person and manage children. And you think just now, no. When they have graduations and they have babies and weddings and all that, you have to do life with them for the rest of your life. You're stuck with that person. So if you don't want to go through all of that, then start having consistently, it's not a one-time thing. Pay attention. It's not a one-time thing. It's having the fortitude. This is why I call it being an emotional warrior. It's not just a crybaby, it's a warrior, because a warrior is going to have the fortitude to sit through those conversations and go, what's the solution here? What is needed here to help us advance? Okay, so far these are the two things. This is the third thing that I feel like is the easiest thing that you can do as a man. And every time I ask a man, babe, did you say this? And every time I have given this advice to a man, they said, damn, Arica, if I had just had that, we would have not divorced. She would have not left. We wouldn't have had all these problems. We probably would have been making love a whole lot more had I just said this. Now, before I say that, I just want to put a disclaimer out here. When I do these videos, I'm always going to have that, I want to call you a bad word, but that person who comes in my comment section and says, why is everything the man's problem? This video is for men. That's why. We're talking about men here. This is not a video for women. This is a video for men. Can you get that through your head? Okay, that pisses me off. Like, I have a video specific for men. You make everything the man's fault. No, this advice goes to women as well, okay? It goes both ways. So for all of you who feel beaten up by your mom and all your childhood trauma, and you want to come on my channel and emotionally vomit here, this goes for women too. There, I said it. I don't want to hear your bitching in my comment section. Okay, so this is the one thing that is the easiest thing that you can do right now, and it's the thing that men have said to me over and over. If I just did that, and I can't believe I didn't even think to do that, Arica. And this is why people hire me as a coach. This is why they pay me the big bucks, because it's knowing what to say and it's doing this. And you can do it on your own if you know how to do it. If you don't know how to do it, then you have to hire me. It's apologizing from the heart. For example, and this is something you want to do consistently, pay attention, because this one thing right here could change everything. When you go to her, let's just say you've been a very demeaning husband. You put her down a lot, and you don't mean to do that. It's how you were raised. Your parents talk to you that way, and so this is how you talk to people. And it's something that you hate. As soon as you do it, you feel like an asshole. You feel like a monster. You're like, I did it again. This is how you change it. You go to her and you say, babe, I am so sorry. I was completely demeaning to you in that. And you know what? It's a reoccurring thing. In fact, you've even brought it to my attention, and I keep doing it. Babe, this is something that I have got to actively work on. But before I even go there, I am so sorry for how I made you feel. I'm sure I made you feel dumb and powerless and worthless, and that is horrific. You never ever deserve to be treated that way, and I'm so sorry, my darling. And at that point, she's gonna have tears coming down her eyes, because she's never heard you talk from your heart this way. And then in that moment, you wrap your arms around her, and then she pours her love into you and her vulnerability. She softens, she breaks, you hold her, and in that moment, you feel the euphoria of, oh, I have the tenderness of my woman back. She's feminine. She's not angry. She's not trying to protect herself from me. She's not bitching at me. She is soft in my arms, the way I met her. Yeah, the way you met her before you treated her like poop. And the same goes for women. So that is the one thing that you can do. It's having the capability of consistently apologizing from the heart, taking responsibility, conveying to her how you made her feel, and then changing your behavior. Go and sin no more. And it's like, okay, maybe that is something. Maybe that's what you need to come to me for coaching for. It's like, yeah, I don't know how to stop doing this, so Arica, that's the hard part. Then come to me and we're going to find your solution, because it's always easier than you think it is. It's just a small pivot that you need to make. But sometimes it's knowing where that pivot is. So you can go to my website. If you're the do-it-yourself kind of guy, get the Boundaries Bible and the Compliments Bible. Those two are going to support you so that she doesn't leave you. She doesn't leave your ass. And two, if you're like, no, those are great and I'll get those resources, but Arica, I need your help, then apply for coaching or just purchase coaching. It's all on my website. It says like coaching sessions at the very top. You can't miss it. I would love to support you. But listen, do this before she leaves you, and you guys have to split your assets and cause... I should do a video on the damage of what divorce does to a person's soul that no one talks about. Because listen, divorce is not just a financial thing. It does something to you. It cuts a man down. There are many men who have gone through divorces who just, it's depleted them of their value of a man. They feel like such a failure, and that stays with them for the rest of their life until they do some healing around that. So if you don't want that to be you, have the hard conversations. Apologize from the heart. And when she says there was a problem, effing believe her, and don't take that shit lightly, and don't run away from it. You're an emotional warrior. You got this, and I love you. So don't give up on you.